chaos on the way to school this morning when a deer crashes through the windshield of a school bus with kids on board.
Imagine a world where cameras become magical portals to extraordinary sights. Cameras are no longer just ordinary tools, but rather they become witnesses to the strange and amazing things that happen around us, capturing moments that are both bizarre and unsettling, revealing a whole new world beyond our everyday experiences. Get ready for an exhilarating adventure as we explore a collection of stunning recordings that capture unbelievable moments. Without these shots, these incredible stories would be hard to believe. Late for an appointment. Currently, I believe it's quite evident that public transportation is somewhat awful. Buses are always late, and when they do come, it's a huge challenge to get on board. A few individuals have discovered clever ways to bypass such obstacles. However, regardless of how you attempt to board a bus promptly, I believe the strategy employed by this deer may be more efficient. I believe we all know the initial inquiry that must be posed. How in the world did that deer manage to board the bus? Did the driver fail to anticipate it? Why did the deer suddenly collide with the approaching car? I don't know much about using buses, but I think they should improve rather than allowing deer to ride on them. Sinkhole opening in a road. The ground may seem solid on top, but what lies beneath can be a whole other story. In certain areas, water is gradually wearing away the rock layers beneath, and when enough is removed to no longer support the weight above, the ground collapses inward, creating a sinkhole. Fortunately, this typically occurs in distant regions, but occasionally it can happen unexpectedly in a populated area. This video from Russia demonstrates the intensity of these occurrences. When you're driving on a paved road, you usually don't consider the potential danger of a sinkhole. The earth splits beneath the cement mixer and nearly engulfs it entirely. Officials stated that this occurred due to a tiny sinkhole. If it was larger, the results could have been even worse. Kung Fu Bear. This video will surely make the circus man want to work with this amazingly talented animal. Do you doubt my words? Take a look at this. As everyone is aware, bears often display playful actions. The bear in a Japanese zoo performed a kung fu routine using sticks. He focused on his skill and twirled the stick with great force, as if he had been rehearsing this for a while. Do you believe that this bear possesses greater ninja abilities than the majority of humans? Absolutely unbelievable. In the same way, we have another video that displays the fun and lively actions of bears. Engaging in play activities has an important role in improving various abilities in individuals. The bear is shown having fun with a belt and simply enjoying himself in his own little world. Funny yet clever shows. Lightning versus a tree. When lightning hits a tree, it can cause a lot of damage. You may have heard the phrase, lightning never strikes twice, but even one strike can be very destructive. The footage was filmed at Bryson Lake Lodge in Quebec, Canada. Visitors were instructed to remain indoors due to an upcoming storm. They placed a camera to capture its passage, but nobody could have foreseen the unexpected events that were about to unfold. A flash of lightning hits the tall pine tree in the courtyard. Pieces of wood and trash go flying, and the tree's top falls onto a building, causing harm to the roof. Fortunately, nobody got injured, but things could have turned out much worse if they hadn't stayed hidden in their rooms. Haunted tractor. Lately, a video uploaded on a popular YouTube channel has quickly gained attention as it alleges to capture a ghostly tractor. The big vehicle with 4 wheels caught the farmer's interest when it knocked out the driver and started moving towards the crops on its own. The tractor was speeding uncontrollably through the beautiful green fields, causing panic among a group of people trying to stop the powerful machine. Unfortunately, it had already damaged a significant portion of their crops. Even though a man managed to control the tractor, it remains a mystery as to who was operating it, since there are rumors circulating that the tractor was possessed. Do you all also agree with this statement? Mysterious white foam. This video from China shows an unusual car cleaning experience. Don't you get it? Take a look at the strange white foam that is coming out of sewage pipes on the streets of Shen, China in 2019. It spread over 200 meters of a road, and even the workers couldn't remove it completely with water as it kept reappearing. At first, people believed it was caused by a spill of laundry detergent, but later they determined it was a type of chemical used in industries because soap doesn't produce such a large amount of foam. Additionally, there have been suggestions that this may be a result of a substance utilized by a local cement company. In any case, the streets were thoroughly cleared, but online users mentioned that there was still an unpleasant odor afterwards. Get out. Fast hospital employees are truly the courageous individuals in our midst, but surprisingly, even these brave individuals experience fear occasionally. Consider this video clip as a demonstration. It seems like the hospital staff noticed an unusual shape approaching them from the hallway. Instead of pausing to investigate, they made the important choice to simply leave quickly. I would do the same thing if I were in their position. Hankering for some pie. We've all experienced that moment when you're extremely famished and can hardly focus on anything else. Once you've requested food, all that remains is patiently anticipating its arrival. Wherever you gaze, you're drooling and anticipating your upcoming indulgence. After waiting eagerly, the food arrives, and you're filled with so much joy that you can hardly control your excitement. However, something unexpected occurs. It seems like the guy was either really hungry or completely absorbed in the music he was listening to, because he didn't notice the clear door in front of him. In my opinion, I don't really like see-through doors. Oh no, you definitely don't want to accidentally bump into a glass door and end up feeling embarrassed. The glitch. If you enjoy sports, you likely know that athletes wear numbers on their jerseys to be recognized. LeBron James is famously associated with the number 6, while Tom Brady's number 12 has become a significant part of his personal brand. I don't know exactly what was happening with this person, but it seems like they discovered a glitch in the Matrix and took advantage of it. Did you see that? Check out the man's shirt. It actually changes from 18 to something that looked like a question mark and a J, and then to 21, all in just a few seconds. I understand that there might be a logical, scientific explanation for everything, but I have a feeling that this is one of those situations where science might not be sufficient. What on earth could have possibly occurred in this situation? The Shadow Man. Do you think ghosts exist? I understand that most of us may not, but if you watch this upcoming video, you might reconsider if you're skeptical. What I understood was quite evident. The dog started barking at first, but as you focus more on the video, you notice a figure resembling a person in the darkness. Was there a man wearing black observing the area, or was it possibly the notorious Shadow Man? Forget the back seat. I think cars are awesome, but I believe there's room for improvement and fresh ideas in the automotive industry. For example, observe how this person managed to exit a vehicle. Hold on, did you witness that? The man suddenly emerged from the rear of the vehicle effortlessly. It must be a ghost, no doubt about it. Here's your order. I don't know about you, but I take my deliveries very seriously. When I provide instructions to delivery agents in the section where delivery services ask for them, I make an effort to be extremely specific in order to simplify things for them. However, it's possible that there was a miscommunication problem for this delivery person. Clapping as per the individual who shared the video, someone placed an order and explicitly instructed the delivery person to physically kick the package upon reaching their entrance. The man glanced at the directions and likely pondered, I'm happy to do this. He proceeded to kick the package with such force that even Lionel Messi would have been impressed. I'm not sure if any football team needs a kicker, but I have a feeling that the guy is prepared and eager to play. Off the top. Have you ever had the feeling that some individuals on our planet possess extraordinary abilities? I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but I would really appreciate an explanation. If this hasn't been caught on camera, no one would believe it. We found this video from China a while ago, and I'm hoping someone can provide some information about it. Was it maybe Magneto? Or is there some other person with superpowers who can control cars that we are unaware of? I have no idea, just like you. Road rage. Sometimes we all experience anger while driving. We call it the road rage. A few of us are running behind for class, others for a meeting, and some of us are just pushing ourselves like this elderly gentleman. This video is really cool. Even though he was limited to a scooter, Grandpa boldly demonstrated his love for excitement by zooming into the store without considering the consequences. And guess what? Forget about the danger. He likely had to shell out a hefty sum as a penalty, but I believe it's completely worthwhile in the long run. Honestly, I'm just thankful that he wasn't driving a Formula One race car or anything like that. World's weirdest shoplifter. If you talk to someone who has been a successful criminal, they will explain that the key to their success lies in careful preparation and carrying out their plans effectively. However, some individuals view engaging in illegal activities as a potential profession. This woman, for example, showed the most pathetic effort to be a criminal that I have ever witnessed. Seriously, though? Did she just attempt to take a chainsaw from a store by hiding it in her pants? Oh, young lady, you need to understand that this was a complete chainsaw, okay? Did you really believe that you could leave without anyone noticing? To make matters worse, she actually attempted to repeat the same actions, and honestly, I simply surrender when it comes to individuals like her. If this is truly the finest suggestion she could think of, then I believe it would be wise for her to retire and return home. This is simply bad performance indeed. Giddy up. Cows aren't typically recognized for their athleticism. I mean, sometimes they become active and can move freely, but overall they are mostly inactive and shy. It seems like we may have discovered some cases that could demonstrate the opposite of what the rule suggests. This video, captured a while ago, depicts a scene where a pair of cows were attempting to cross a narrow road. But as soon as they reached the middle point that separated the road, that's when this occurred. It seems like the problem was that the initial cow randomly decided to jump, and then the rest of them observed and decided to do the same. If there's a video that shows the idea of following the crowd, it's this one. Nobody bothered to check if jumping was necessary. They all just went ahead and did it. Going down. If I could choose any job to do for just one day, I think it would be operating a surveillance camera. I mean, how else do you think you would be able to watch a video as amazing as this one? There's a guy who actually rode a motorcycle up an escalator while being chased by a mall security guard or something. As you can probably guess, there are many inquiries to be made. Did the man steal the motorcycle and speed away to escape from the security guard? Or did he ride his bike inside the mall and bother the security guard enough to make them chase him? These are the important questions that we should all be asking. To tell the truth. Teleporting dog. It seems that teleportation isn't just limited to humans. Some animals have also been observed magically moving themselves from one place to another. A couple of years ago in Chile, someone placed a camera to film two speedy cars competing on the highway. However, while the cars zoomed past, a dog suddenly appeared and began strolling along the road. This video ignited the creativity of internet users, as if it was right in the middle of the street. It's amazing that both vehicles were able to steer clear of it. How did this creature appear out of nowhere? Is it possible that a dog specialist can teleport? Or should we simply attribute this to Photoshop? Because even when I try to start the video again, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Please share your thoughts with me. Bear chasing a man. A scary video shows a man being chased by a bear and climbing up a tree. This scary video was recorded a couple of years ago in Russia when a hiker was discovered climbing a tall tree, and a massive grizzly bear was observed climbing towards him. There is a widespread and dangerous misconception that if you are being pursued by one of these top predators, you should ascend a tree. However, engaging in this activity can potentially result in a fatal outcome. Do bears have the ability to climb trees? Certainly, grizzly bears possess exceptional climbing skills and have the ability to cause significant harm. Luckily, a man with a bear was seen and promptly saved. Flying jet with excavator. People often say to never lose your youthful spirit, and this pilot brings that idea to life. The man from Florida had big dreams and had a fun and unforgettable experience flying in a large toy. A pilot chose to take a final ride on an excavator before an old plane was destroyed. Watching the amusing twirling is a unique experience, showing that age doesn't matter. Small desires that mature individuals may not comprehend. Absolutely amazing. Strange creature on road. A mysterious creature was wandering on the road as the girl was going towards her destination. She spotted an unfamiliar four-legged creature that was difficult to classify because it shared characteristics of both pigs and dogs. But wait, what might this enigmatic and intimidating creature be? We're also interested. People have different opinions about this. Some think it might be a mutated creature. Others believe it's the outcome of a failed experiment. Some even suggest it could be a skinwalker or a skinny type of pig. This is what occurs when you tamper with Mother Nature. Catastrophic and terrifying consequences. An unwanted guest. In my opinion, I really dislike surprises that are shocking in nature. You might be alone, and suddenly, something occurs that makes your spirit nearly leap from your being in an instant. However, unexpected shocks have a tendency to occur occasionally. In this video, we witness a special moment where a family comes together for a pleasant lunchtime gathering, and an extraordinary event takes place. The most surprising thing about this video was that the fan didn't hit anyone. The small boy in the house was just a short distance from the fan, and those few inches might have potentially rescued him from danger. Just pause for a second and picture how things might have ended up in the long run. Luckily, no one was injured, and we're grateful for that. Ghostly tornado. This is how a tornado appears at the start. In Brazil in 2021, a magnificent spiral was captured on video as a waterspout transformed into a powerful tornado. A strange world transforming into a spooky tornado sends shivers down your spine during the summer in the Amazon. It shows that nature can be both lovely and frightening. Currently, tornadoes possess immense strength to transform a typical pleasant day into a terrifying state of disorder. Absolutely horrifying. Motionless bird floating. Sleeping while suspended in midair isn't too terrible. However, I'm curious, how can a bird remain suspended in the sky without any visible means of support, such as a wire or any other object? This video will make you confused. Was the bird deceased or still breathing? How does this work from a scientific perspective? Yeah, it's so darn strange. A strange video was recorded recently in Surrey during February 2023. Everyone was baffled after witnessing a bird effortlessly gliding through the sky. Despite various scientists and observers suggesting different explanations for the incident, labeling it as paranormal activity, one individual took it upon themselves to investigate. However, when they arrived, the incident had already vanished. Anyway, this bird that doesn't move and is black in color remains a puzzle for many of us. Jammed dog. This video is bound to give you goosebumps. Dogs are great pals, but what about a jammed dog? I'm sure you haven't heard this before, but this guy was really scared when he saw his dog completely still, like a statue. The scene seemed strange and unsettling, but he mustered the bravery to reach out and investigate the dog's condition. Surprisingly, the dog revived as soon as he made contact. The dog's situation is not clear, but there are some guesses that it might have had a seizure, was lost in thought, experienced a small stroke, or encountered a technical issue in the matrix. He should have taken his pet to the veterinarian for this strange behavior in any case. If I ever encountered something like that, I believe I would be sprinting away quicker than a lightning bolt. Bat attack. Having a good time is enjoyable, but this will make you reconsider before having a good time in a wooded location. A bunch of buddies are having a great time camping and jamming out here. Everything is going well until they encounter a lethal companion to join them. During their camping trip in Oregon, the guitar player had a scary encounter with a crazy bat. He claimed that the bat bit him on the neck. It's a bat. You sympathize with him and wish him good health, as bats can cause painful bites and carry various illnesses, such as rabies, which is a severe disease. If someone is attacked in a remote place, it is important to get medical help quickly. Screams of the dead. Being a police officer is one of the few jobs that can be quite frightening. These individuals work hard to keep everyone safe in our community, and they deserve recognition. As a cop, you must respond to every call once it's received. However, as a police officer, I doubt my ability to respond to certain emergency calls. Consider these individuals, for instance. They had supposedly answered a call for help from a cemetery and chose to go there to see what the commotion was about. As they were nearing the location, something unexpected happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? I honestly don't even want to find out what the whole situation was about, whether it was someone pulling a joke or genuinely a scream from a supernatural being. I leave as fast as like Barry Allen. Strange breathing tunnel. Breathing is a wonderful thing that we all need to live our lives normally. However, this video is different because it's not about the breathing of living things, and it might take your breath away. Now, I'm sure you're all curious if inanimate objects also have the ability to breathe. Sure, let's take a look at this then. This was a really scary and amazing incident that happened in a weird tunnel in Colombia. They say the scary sound and falling motion happen because it's under a dam being built. The strong river water pushes against the tunnel floor and creates pressure. It might also be because of different things like changes in temperature, pressure, and humidity that caused the tunnel to move energetically. Man stuck between buildings. This person was seen in Japan about 5 years ago, floating in the air like a bird, flapping their hands like wings. The guy was discovered floating a few feet in the air in front of amazed people. Initially, individuals believed he possessed otherworldly abilities. However, upon further examination, it was discovered that he was suspended by cables between two towering structures, behaving strangely to attract the public's notice. Some people thought he was upset, while others said he didn't want to settle his debts. Fortunately, just in time, the man was saved by the authorities and transferred to a facility for recovery. Woman escaped a crash. A lady managed to avoid a collision. As he was driving calmly towards his intended location, a driver reduced the speed of his car to allow an older woman to safely cross a busy road. The woman appeared to be in a rush, as she was seen sprinting to get to the opposite side. However, just as she was about to cross, she unintentionally found herself in the path of a speeding van. The van narrowly stopped on her, causing her to fall onto the road and forcing other drivers to abruptly stop their vehicles. Individuals believed she did it intentionally. Nonetheless, the woman explained that she was running behind schedule for her work. No matter why, it was a fortunate day for her because she didn't suffer major harm or worse and was promptly saved. Headless humans. A strange video was recorded a while ago in New Orleans. It showed a woman pulling her baby's stroller along a street. She noticed her baby suddenly began crying before she paused to investigate the cause. She saw a strange guy walking on the same side with no head on his body. The man was discovered walking in a regular manner, but the video abruptly stopped, so we lack specific information about the man without a head. But lots of folks say they've seen a person without a head on that road. Yet he always vanishes without a trace. A different person in Bangalore says they saw a strange creature without a head. In the dark of night, a woman without a head was discovered strolling about. Even though some people questioned if this video was real, many individuals have said they saw a creepy woman roaming the streets at night and attacking anyone who got too close to her. Possessed carts. A bizarre incident occurred in Florida at a supermarket parking lot. A man witnessed a shopping cart rolling on its own, colliding with a nearby car. After that, additional carts began appearing and moving around, hitting the cars. The intense sight seems like a whole army of haunted carts has assaulted the vehicles, with no one visible pushing those wild trolleys. Out of nowhere, one of the carts unexpectedly charged towards the person recording and crashed into their vehicle. Several people said they were pushed by powerful gusts, but the trees in the background appeared to be motionless. Were those carriages truly haunted, or is someone merely playing a small prank? Any guesses, guys? Low-flying plane. In January 2019, people living in Nashville, Tennessee were surprised when they witnessed a military plane flying at a very low altitude. It appeared to glide over the roofs of buildings, going past windows and offices. It continued to go around for 30 minutes. And in that period, frightened people made many phone calls to the nearby authorities in a state of fear about the situation. Afterwards, it was revealed that this was actually a practice session for a flyover to commemorate the swearing in of the fresh governor. However, without any prior notice and in what appeared to be a careless trajectory, individuals were not entertained. However, it was truly amazing to witness the pilot's exceptional command, demonstrating the impressive agility of these aircraft. Sadly, the final celebratory flight had to be canceled due to bad weather. As a result, all the preparation and anxiety were for nothing. Before we continue, let's just pause a minute for our subscribers pick. If this hasn't been caught on camera, no one would believe it. As you can see in the picture right on your screen, there's a group of ladies walking on a wooden deck, donning the same tight white leotards, heading to God knows where. We can guess that across their path, the temperature is quite low. Cold, as could be seen with the three ladies at the back, cuddling themselves and folding their hands. But what do we know? So far, they are happy. The crazy thing is that the facial appearance, if looked at closely, appears as if they are in their mid-30s. However, the rest of their body looks like it's in their mid-20s instead. Shocking, right? If this hadn't been caught on camera, no one would believe it. What do you think, guys? Or is it just me having dull eyesight? Drop your opinions and let's know what you think in the comment section below. Guardian angel. Whenever individuals reject the idea of a celestial being, an unexpected power arises to demonstrate its reality. I am grateful for the camera that consistently captures these special moments. Here is a brief video showing an older person assisting their grandchild in moving a scooter. Out of nowhere, a strange thing zoomed into the scene at lightning speed, shoving them out of sight. It shielded the humans from big rocks that dropped right where the kid and his grandpa were standing just moments before. Because of the fast pace, it's hard to determine the exact identity of the person. However, there is a belief that they were being looked after by a guardian angel. Completely gassed. We've all experienced that sensation when we're extremely exhausted at work and simply desire to rest. But I don't believe this is the appropriate approach for anyone to handle it. To be honest, there are many questions that can be raised in this situation. Did she intentionally trip and fall? Was she under the influence of a substance? And above all, why didn't the man even attempt to assist her? He simply sat there, clutching his phone as she tumbled in front of him like a fallen tree. He should have made an effort to pretend that the entire situation affected him. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.